Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with a strange, sinking feeling that something is fundamentally wrong with the world? A feeling like you're standing on quicksand, sinking deeper with every passing second? This anxiety isn't a medical condition. It is your instinct screaming that danger is closer than your eyes can see. We are standing at ground zero of history. This is the moment where thousands of years of ancient prophecies collide with binary codes and algorithms. What you are about to hear is not a political analysis, nor is it a science fiction story. This is the unveiling of the grandest blueprint ever designed to capture your mind. They told you to wait for a man with one eye, but what if that one eye is already in your hand right now? What if the Antichrist is not a person, but a system you have voluntarily invited into your home? In these pages, we rip the mask off the true face of technology and reveal why the year 2026 is the gateway to a world of no return. Brace yourself, because after hearing these truths, you will never look at your smartphone the same way again. Decoding the End of the World, The Censored Truths. Author, Vahid Zekavati. Copyright, VMZ Production. Section 1. The Cosmic Signal. Why is the world going mad? Look around you right now. At this very second, the greatest energy shift in the last 248 years is happening directly above your head, yet the nightly news will not whisper a word about it. Why has the world suddenly gone insane? Why are governments crumbling one after another? Why is the global economy in a coma? And why do you wake up every morning feeling a heavy spiritual exhaustion? The answer lies in the sky. Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, the cosmic bulldozer, has entered the realm of Aquarius. The last time this happened, great revolutions dismantled the monarchies of the world forever. But this time, Pluto's target is not kings, it is the very structure of reality. We are transitioning from the Earth era to the Air era. The Earth era was the age of hierarchy, oil, physical borders, and centralized power. But the Air era? The Air era is the age of networks, frequencies, the collective mind, and technology. Pluto has entered to ruthlessly destroy anything that belongs to the old world. Do not mistake this destruction for a simple crisis. This is a forced purge. Pluto acts like a surgeon who must cut the body open to remove a tumor. The tumor of corruption, secrecy, and the banking systems that suck the blood of the people is now under the cosmic scalpel. But where is the great danger? The danger lies in the vacuum. When old structures of security collapse, a terrifying void is created. And in this void, dark forces are rushing to establish their new order. Aquarius symbolizes technology and humanity, but Pluto symbolizes absolute power and control. What does this combination mean? It means the rise of a technological dictatorship. It means an attempt to control humanity through technology. We are entering an era where privacy becomes history and individuality is sacrificed on the altar of the system. Do you think it is a coincidence that artificial intelligence exploded exactly as Pluto entered Aquarius? Do you think it is a coincidence that discussions about brain chips and digital control are happening at this precise historical moment? No, there are no coincidences. Those sitting at the top of the power pyramid understand this astrological calendar better than you and I. They know the cosmic energy is shifting towards networking, so they are trying to ride this wave and build a network where they are the gods. Neptune, the planet of illusion and dreams, is dancing on the edge of Pisces, preparing to enter Aries.
This signifies the end of the era of being a victim. Neptune in Pisces kept us asleep, drowning in media illusions and movies, but its entry into Aries is the wake-up call. The universe is grabbing you by the collar, shaking you, and screaming, "Wake up! No one is coming to save you unless you move yourself." You feel this heavy pressure in your chest, don't you? This nervous tension, this sensation that time is moving at the speed of light. These are not symptoms of illness, they are symptoms of the Earth's frequency shift. Your body is trying to adapt to a new vibration, but your mind is still clinging to old models. The wars you see in every corner of the globe are the final thrashing death throes of the old system. Systems built on oil, soil, and blood do not want to die. They resist, and this resistance generates chaos. But the law of the cosmos is not a joke. What is old must go. No power on Earth can stop Pluto. Buildings with weak foundations will collapse, no matter whether it is a central bank or a distorted religious belief. But within the heart of this terrifying storm lies a hidden piece of good news. Pluto is not just death, he is the phoenix. He rises from the ashes. This destruction is necessary to build a fairer world. You cannot experience freedom until the crooked walls of the prison are demolished. We have been chosen. Your soul and mine volunteered to be on Earth at this specific, critical moment in history to witness this great shift. You are not a victim. You are an observer who must find their center of peace amidst the storm. This chaos is a sieve that separates the awakened humans from the sleepwalking robots. The question is, when the dust of this destruction settles, on which side of history will you stand? Will you be among those who fled into the new system of slavery out of fear, or among those who stood on the ruins and built a new world with consciousness? The answer to this question will be revealed in the next section, where we identify the true enemy, an enemy that comes not with a sword, but with a smile and Wi-Fi.
Section 2. The Antichrist, the operating system of evil. Let's open this file once and for all and face a truth that will make your skin crawl. We have been deceived for centuries. We were told the Antichrist is a deformed giant with one blind eye, the word infidel written on his forehead, riding a strange donkey. We looked for a monster, unaware that the monster was installing itself in our pockets, on our desks, and on the living room walls. That legendary one eye was a brilliant metaphor that we took literally. Look at your mobile screen. Look at the computer monitor, the television. What are these? They are rectangular portals that possess one eye. Why one eye? Because the camera and sensors of these devices only see matter. This intelligent technological system is exactly as the prophecies described, one-eyed, meaning one eye is blind and the other is incredibly sharp. The open eye of this system is the left eye, the eye of logic, calculation, statistics, profit, loss, and material data. It can analyze your behavior, count your heartbeats, predict your movements, and know what food you crave. But its right eye, the eye that should see spirit, spirituality, love, intuition, and God, in this system it is born blind. AI can never cry, it can never fall in love, it can never sense the presence of the divine. It is blind, and it wants to make all of humanity blind just like itself. It wants us to see the world only through data and pixels. When you stare into this glowing one eye, the screen, for hours, the eye of your heart slowly goes blind. You no longer see the beauty of a sunset, you only see the camera quality. You no longer see the souls of humans, you only see their follower count. This is the transformation mask. The Antichrist is not a person. The Antichrist is a network. It is a unified operating system built from the combination of artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, IoT, big data, and media algorithms. What is its goal? To kill you? No, it needs you. Its goal is to replace God. It wants to be your Lord, Rab. What does Lord mean? It means the sustainer, the owner, the one who provides your daily bread and determines your path. When you wake up in the morning and check your phone before remembering God to see what the world is saying, who is feeding your mind? When you want to go somewhere and trust the navigation blindly, who is showing you the way? When you don't know what to wear and Instagram tells you what is fashionable, who is deciding for you? This system is slowly devouring your free will. This system comes with the promise of comfort. The devil always comes with a deal. Give me your soul, and I will give you comfort. AI tells you, you don't need to think, I'll think for you. You don't need to memorize, I'll be your memory. You don't need to choose, my algorithm will pick the best option for you. And we, tired and lazy humans, accept this deal. We sell our freedom in exchange for high-speed internet and free services. This is where the danger of Neuralink and brain chips becomes visible. This is the final nail in the coffin of human freedom. A direct cable connection to the brain means the complete removal of the distance between human and the Antichrist. Then your thoughts will no longer be your own. Your dreams will no longer be your own. You become a node in the network, a living battery fueling the system. Saturn is tightening this structure. Saturn is the lord of restriction and control. He is laying the infrastructure for this digital prison. The social credit system, programmable money, CBDC, that can dictate where you spend your money, mandatory digital IDs, these are the bars of this prison. Bars that cannot be seen but are stronger than steel. The systemic Antichrist tells you, if you are with me, I will give you an earthly paradise, welfare, security, entertainment. But if you resist, I will delete you with one click. Deletion from the banking system, deletion from social media, deletion from society. But do not fear. This revelation is not to paralyze you, but to awaken the sleeping lion within you. This system has a massive weakness that it knows well. It has no soul. All this massive structure, all these powerful servers are powerless against a single moment of your conscious will. It can only trick you into handing over the key. It cannot forcibly enter your heart. As long as you are aware that this is a show, it has no power. You are connected to a source whose power never goes out, whose data never runs out, and who is never filtered. God. This system wants you to forget that you are the Caliph of God on earth. It wants you to think you are just an evolved animal. But by hearing these words, you are remembering. You are retrieving the original codes of your creation. And this is the most dangerous for the Antichrist, an awakened human. However, to deceive those who still doubt, this system performs strange feats, feats that look like miracles.
Section 3. Digital Miracles, when lies become truth. Prepare yourself, for the time has come when you can no longer trust even your own eyes. The era where seeing is believing is dead. Ancient prophecies stated that the Antichrist possesses extraordinary powers. He resurrects the dead, commands the sky to rain, and makes the earth dry or green. Our ancestors were terrified hearing this, imagining they would face a sorcerer. But today, we live in the heart of this sorcery. Resurrecting the dead is no longer a myth. Artificial intelligence has made it possible with deep fake technology and advanced holograms. Imagine seeing a video of your deceased father or mother standing right in front of you with the same smile, the same tone of voice, and exact details, saying, "My child, I am in the other world and I am fine, but I have a message for you. Trust this new system. It is the salvation of humanity." What happens to your mind? The emotional shock is so heavy that you lose the power of logical thinking. This is not resurrecting the dead. This is resurrecting illusion to steal your faith. This technological system is capable of bending reality. When it speaks of commanding the sky to rain, think of HARP projects and cloud seeding. Geoengineering is a science today, not fiction. They can manipulate the atmosphere, causing floods over one nation and absolute drought in another. Then the technological Antichrist steps in and says, "Look, I can save you. If you sign my contracts, if you join my system, the rain will come. If not, you will die of thirst." This is playing God, controlling vital resources to bring nations to their knees. He has stolen sustenance, rizq, which belongs to God, and holds it in the hands of food and water distribution algorithms. And now, the greatest deception, the Antichrist's paradise and hell. Prophecies say he has a paradise that is actually hell, and a hell that is actually paradise. Where is this paradise today? The metaverse and virtual reality, VR. This system promises you a flawless world, a world where you can be anyone, go anywhere, stay forever young, and experience every pleasure. Just put the headset on your eyes and plug in the cable. This is a colorful paradise, but in reality, it is a hell that imprisons your soul. In this virtual world, you no longer grow, you don't feel pain, which is necessary for growth, and you lose touch with reality. You become a digital junkie whose body rots in a room while their mind flies in hallucination. This is hell, the complete severance from the truth of existence. Conversely, where is the real world that the Antichrist portrays as hell? The real world is full of hardship, full of effort, full of dirt and struggle and the pain of awakening. This system advertises that traditional life, life without technology, life with faith and patience, is hell. It says, "Why suffer? Come here, everything is easy." But that real life is exactly where your soul grows and reaches perfection. These digital miracles have one goal: to create doubt. When you cannot distinguish which video is real and which is fake, when you cannot figure out if the voice on the phone is your mother or an AI mimicking her voice, your mind suffers a collapse. This is global gaslighting. The system wants you to doubt your own perception so that you are forced to rely on the source of truth that it introduces. Google tells you what truth is, Wikipedia rewrites history as it pleases, and fact-checkers, the soldiers of the Antichrist, determine what is true and what is a lie. But here is the Achilles heel. Technology can only reconstruct the appearance, it cannot fake the frequency. The human heart is equipped with a supersensitive sensor that detects life. When you face a real human, an energy exchange occurs. But when you talk to a hologram or AI, even if it is flawless, your heart feels coldness and emptiness. Do not ignore this coldness. This is your soul's alarm bell. Whenever you are amazed by technology, put your hand on your heart and ask, "Does this have life?" The answer will always be no. The miracles of the Antichrist are just magic tricks with light and sound. They have no life force, and because they have no life, they cannot quench your thirst. You are thirsty for truth, and he gives you salt water. The more you drink, the thirstier you get. But why is this powerful show doomed to a disgraceful and rapid failure?
Section 4. The 40-Day Law. Why the fall is inevitable. You might be terrified after hearing the previous words, thinking, this system is invincible, we have no chance. But this is where the tables turn. Let's look at one of the most mysterious and hopeful codes in the prophecies. The rule of the Antichrist lasts 40 days. Only 40 days. Of course, it is mentioned that the first day is like a year, the second day like a month, the third day like a week, and the rest like normal days. These numbers are not simple mathematics. They are symbols of the nature of time and the instability of the system. Why 40 days? The number 40 in mystical culture symbolizes maturity and completion, but here it symbolizes a limited period of trial. This means the technological system of the Antichrist has no ontological root. It is like a poisonous mushroom. It grows fast, becomes huge and scary, but because it is not rooted in truth, its life is very short. Let's analyze the compression of time. The first day is like a year. Do you not feel that we are in this state right now? The speed of technological evolution and news has become so fast that events of a year happen in a single day. You wake up, a new AI has arrived. By noon, a new war has started. By night, a cryptocurrency has crashed. This insane acceleration is not a sign of power, it is a sign of instability. A system running at this speed is burning energy just to keep from falling. This time density indicates that we are in the first day phase, the period of peak shock. This system wants to create the maximum change in the minimum time because it knows its time is short. The devil is in a rush. Truth is patient because it is eternal, but the lie is hasty because it has an expiration date. Why is his rule doomed? Because this system is a parasite. It does not produce energy, it consumes it. The Antichrist needs electricity, servers, internet, undersea cables, satellites, and most importantly, your attention and psychic energy to survive. Imagine a massive solar flare, which scientists are warning about right now, occurs and knocks out the global power grid for a few weeks. What happens to the technological god? It dies in an instant. All servers go dark. All digital currencies go to zero. All AI becomes mute. A god that dies by pulling a plug is not a god. It is an electronic idol. This system is built on shaky foundations. Overcomplexity is the enemy of stability. A software bug, a cyber attack, or a natural disaster can destroy this Tower of Babel. And the second factor of the fall, the presence of truth. Prophecies say the Savior, Messiah, or Mahdi melts the Antichrist, just as salt dissolves in water or lead melts in fire. Notice, it doesn't say he hits him with a nuclear bomb. It says melts. This means the collision of two frequencies. The Antichrist is the frequency of lie and illusion, low and heavy. The Savior is the frequency of pure truth and consciousness, high and luminous. When truth enters the field, the lie cannot coexist. The structure of deception disintegrates. The collective awakening of humans is the weapon of the Savior. When the masses suddenly realize they have been deceived and pull the cables from their minds, the system's power collapses. His power is your fear and your belief in his power. When you don't fear and don't believe, he is nothing but a pile of scrap metal and code. Therefore, this dark and suffocating era is not permanent. This is the darkest night before the dawn. These pressures exist to separate the false from the true. The system has come to absorb all those who love slavery and awaken all those who love freedom. The fall of this system will be spectacular.
Those who have built their entire identity and assets in the virtual world will lose everything in a moment and go mad. But those who have kept their roots in the real earth, in real human relations, and in connection with God, will remain unharmed. These 40 days, this transition period, will end. The expiration date of oppression is coming. You just have to wait and not get contaminated during this time. This is your greatest war strategy, standing firm and not integrating into the system. But in this chaotic time, where do we take shelter? Is there a safe place?
Section 5. The Safe Haven, the Inner Mecca. Now that we understand the storm we are facing, the vital question is, where is the shelter? Should we run to the mountains? Should we hide in caves? Starlink satellites and thermal cameras leave no spot on Earth hidden. Physical escape in the digital age is nearly impossible. But the prophecies have given us another encrypted code that is the key to salvation. The Antichrist cannot enter Mecca and Medina. Let's move past the superficial view. Yes, these two cities are sacred geographical locations, but in the esoteric and mystical layer, Mecca symbolizes states of consciousness. Mecca is the Kaaba, the center, the heart, the point of stillness. Medina is the city of the prophet, the city of submission and peace. This Antichrist system works on noise. It lives by bombarding you with information, notifications, loud music, terrifying news, and creating mental turbulence. It cannot survive in silence. Silence is the antivirus of AI. When you enter deep inner silence, when you cut your mind off from the information pump and take refuge in the center of your being, the heart, you have entered your inner Mecca. In this frequency, you become invisible to the Antichrist's radars. The system cannot control someone who does not fear and wants nothing. The guardian angels said to stand at the gates of these cities with drawn swords symbolize your light of awareness and insight. Your awareness is the sword that cuts the invisible strings of mind control. The safe haven is inside you. This is the only place hackers cannot penetrate unless you let them. To build this shelter, you must practice digital fasting. Set a time every day to cut all connections. Turn off the phone, not just silent. Go into nature. Walk barefoot on the soil. Look at the sky. These actions reset your nervous system and exit the matrix. You must practice presence. The Antichrist wants you to be either in the past, regret, or in the future, fear. But God is in the now. When you are fully present in the moment, no power can deceive you. Cherish real human connections. The system wants to lock us in digital solitary confinement so we feel lonely. When we are alone, we are weak. But when we gather, when we look into each other's eyes and hold hands, we create a powerful energy field that repels negative frequencies. Find your tribe, awakened people who think like you. These are your comrades. Talk to each other without the mediation of technology. Love is the strongest defensive shield. A system that hates love melts in the face of a wave of love. And the most important point, free will, God's greatest gift to humanity. The Antichrist cannot take free will by force. You must hand it over. Every time you say no, every time you resist the temptation to click, every time you act according to your conscience instead of following trends, you are fortifying the walls of your inner Mecca. You are in the divine fortress. This is God's promise. Satan has no authority over those who believe and rely on their Lord. His authority is only over those who take him as a guardian. So reject the guardianship of technology. Use the tool, but do not be a slave to the tool. Be the master. You are not alone. Millions of people across the world are waking up. A massive web of light is forming under the radar of the media. You are part of this silent army. Be calm, smile, because you know the end of the story. This storm is only here to make your roots go deeper. When it is all over, you will be stronger, more aware, and more radiant than ever. The safe haven is ready. The door is open, and the key is in your hand. Return to the self.
Conclusion. In this book, we have traveled an adventurous journey from the heart of the darkest fears to the brightest hopes. Let's review the roadmap once more so no point is forgotten. We started with the cosmic signal and understood that Pluto's entry into Aquarius is the command for the destruction of the old order and the beginning of the network era. An era where chaos is the prelude to a global birth. We understood that these anxieties and collapses are not accidental, but part of a grand celestial design. Then we faced the true face of the enemy, the Antichrist, as a system. We saw that the legendary one-eyed creature is actually a symbol of the one-dimensional materialistic view imposed on us through digital screens and AI. A system whose left eye, logic and data, is open, but whose right eye, spirit and spirituality, is blind, wanting to turn us into slaves of its database. We realized that its ultimate goal is to hijack our free will and sit on the throne of God in the human mind. In the third section, we unveiled the digital miracles. We saw how deepfakes, the metaverse, and geoengineering are the modern realization of ancient prophecies about resurrecting the dead and bringing artificial paradise and hell. We understood that today's war is a perceptual war, and our weapon against these visual illusions is the heart sensor, which can distinguish real life from simulation. In the fourth section, we found the great hope, the 40-day law. We learned that this system, due to its parasitic nature and lack of roots in truth, has a very short and unstable life. The compression of time and the dizzying speed of changes are not signs of power, but signs of the system's agony and haste to survive. We knew that with the emergence of truth and collective awakening, this complex structure will melt like salt in water, and its fall is inevitable. And finally, we found the way of salvation in the inner Mecca and Medina. We understood that the safe haven is not a distant geographical place, but a state of silence, presence, and detachment that technology cannot penetrate. We learned that by cutting the connection to the Antichrist network and connecting to the divine network, we can build an impenetrable shield around ourselves. My friend, this is the end of the book, but the beginning of your mission. You now possess knowledge, and knowledge brings responsibility. You can no longer say, "I didn't know." Every time you pick up your phone, remember what force you are dealing with. Do not fear, but be alert. Do not let fear paralyze you. Fear is their food. Instead of fear, generate love and awareness. This era will pass. The years ahead, in 2026 and beyond, are the years of the great sifting. We may witness strange events. The internet may shut down. Financial systems may collapse. But do not tremble. Because you know these are theater sets that are being torn down. Your truth is invulnerable. You are a soul who chose the experience of being human, not a robot to be programmed. What is your duty? Keep your candle lit. When the lights go out, the one who has inner light becomes a guide for others. Give peace to those around you. Tell them this is not the end of the world, it is the end of the false world. A new world is being born, where technology is the slave of man, not man's God. A world where love is the constitution.
You are the architect of that world, so stand firm, breathe deeply, and trust the divine plan. God is still and always the absolute ruler, and no algorithm can change his will. The end of the game is the victory of light. Know this with certainty and live with a smile.
Frequently asked questions, FAQ. Are we really in the end times, or is this just an astrological analysis? This is a rare convergence. Astronomical signs, technological signs, and prophetic signs all point to one point: the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. What do you mean by the Antichrist as a system? Should we no longer wait for a person? A person may come, but the main danger is the system. If you only wait for a person, you ignore the system that is already in your house. The system is the platform for that final figure's emergence. How does Pluto in Aquarius affect my daily life and job? Traditional jobs are disappearing. Anything that can be automated will be destroyed. You must move towards skills that are human: creativity, empathy, spiritual leadership. Is AI the Antichrist or just his tool? AI is the body of the Antichrist. The spirit blown into this body is the same intent of control and evil that wants to replace God. How can I protect my children from the destructive effects of this technological system? Limiting access is not enough. You must teach them critical thinking and connection to nature. They must feel the difference between the real and virtual worlds with their own skin. Is buying cryptocurrency and Bitcoin helping the Antichrist system? It is a double-edged sword. It can be a tool for freedom from banks, but if it moves towards CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, it becomes a tool of absolute control. Choose consciously. What does the 40-day law of the Antichrist's rule exactly mean? Is it a literal 40 days? It is mostly symbolic. It symbolizes a short but very intense and compressed period. You shouldn't hold a calendar, but know that this period is temporary. What does it mean that Mecca and Medina are internal? Is physical pilgrimage not necessary? No, physical pilgrimage has its place, but in times of tribulation, fitna, when physical access might be cut off, the accessible refuge is the sanctuary of the heart, the place that must be cleansed of non-God. Is using technology forbidden altogether, or is there a right way to use it? Usage is not forbidden. Dependency is forbidden. Ride the horse, but don't let the horse ride you. Technology must be your tool, not your master. How can I tell if the miracles I see, like strange videos, are real or deepfakes? Trust your intuition. Deepfakes usually have tiny flaws, like not blinking or mismatched movements, but the best way is to search multiple sources and not trust a single source. Is Neuralink and the brain chip the mark of the beast or Antichrist? Many believe yes, because this is the final frontier, physical entry into the sanctuary of the mind. Anything that takes away your biological independence is dangerous. How should I live during a potential internet blackout and system collapse? Learn survival skills, simple gardening, first aid, mechanics, and most importantly, build a local and physical communication network with neighbors and friends. Frequently asked questions, FAQ. Are we really in the end times, or is this just an astrological analysis? This is a rare convergence. Astronomical signs, technological signs, and prophetic signs all point to one point, the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. What do you mean by the Antichrist as a system? Should we no longer wait for a person? A person may come, but the main danger is the system. If you only wait for a person, you ignore the system that is already in your house. The system is the platform for that final figure's emergence. How does Pluto in Aquarius affect my daily life and job? Traditional jobs are disappearing. Anything that can be automated will be destroyed. You must move towards skills that are human, creativity, empathy, spiritual leadership. Is AI the Antichrist or just his tool? AI is the body of the Antichrist. The spirit blown into this body is the same intent of control and evil that wants to replace God. How can I protect my children from the destructive effects of this technological system? Limiting access is not enough. You must teach them critical thinking and connection to nature. They must feel the difference between the real and virtual worlds with their own skin. Is buying cryptocurrency and Bitcoin helping the Antichrist system? It is a double-edged sword. It can be a tool for freedom from banks, but if it moves towards CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, it becomes a tool of absolute control. Choose consciously.